4,000 years ago, the legendary Gilgamesh embarked on a quest to find the secret to immortality. His journey was filled with dangers and discoveries, but in the end, Gilgamesh failed. He didn't find eternal life, and the story ends with him returning home, wiser, but perhaps a bit boring. What if we could do better? What if, like Gilgamesh, we could challenge the idea of aging and instead find ways to live longer, healthier, and with vitality? Could it be possible to age gracefully while staying healthy, energized, and active? Let's explore why we age, how it happens, and most importantly, what we can do to age better. Gilgamesh, the ancient king of Mesopotamia, sought more than just fame or fortune. He wanted to avoid death. His journey, filled with trials, led him to the gods themselves, but despite all his efforts, he failed twice in his quest for immortality. Instead of finding eternal life, Gilgamesh accepted that aging and death were inevitable. The story ends with him returning home, where he became wiser and, in a sense, a bit more boring. As we look at Gilgamesh's journey, we see an ancient reflection of our own struggles with aging. For us today, the question is, should we simply accept aging as inevitable? Or is there a way to find more joy, more vitality, and more health in our later years? Aging doesn't have to mean slowing down. It can mean discovering new ways to embrace life at any age. Throughout history, aging has often been seen as a natural part of life, one that comes with wisdom and reflection. The ancient Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "Death smiles at us all. All a man can do is smile back." Steve Jobs, on the other hand, once said, "If you live each day as if it were your last, someday you'll most certainly be right." These powerful quotes suggest that aging and death are inevitable, but also remind us that it's the choices we make in life that truly matter. For centuries, society has taught us that aging comes with wisdom, but also with limitations. Yet the truth is, aging doesn't have to be a passive event. As we grow older, we gain wisdom, yes, but we also have the power to stay active, healthy, and mentally sharp. Aging can be more than just reflection. It can be about taking action, staying engaged, and living with purpose. The question is, how do we do that? To understand aging, we need to look at evolution. It turns out evolution didn't favor long lifespans in the way we might think. For much of human history, living a long life wasn't an evolutionary advantage. Instead, our ancestors were focused on survival and reproduction, not longevity. In early human evolution, life expectancy was low. Survival was a daily battle against predators, disease, and environmental challenges. So natural selection favored those who could reproduce quickly rather than those who lived long lives. The animals that lived short, fast lives were more likely to pass on their genes because they reproduced quickly and had more offspring. It wasn't until recent history, when humans began to live longer due to advances in medicine and nutrition, that aging became a serious concern. So, in a way, aging is a byproduct of the evolutionary trade-off. While longer lives can benefit a species, evolution didn't prioritize it for humans, at least not until now. Imagine evolution as a game, a competition for reproductive success. The winners in this game were those whose genes favored quick reproduction. They didn't invest much in longevity, as the goal was to survive long enough to reproduce and pass on genes and then move on. In the animal kingdom, different species have different strategies. Some, like small rodents, live short lives because their focus is on reproduction. Others, like elephants and tortoises, live much longer because they face fewer predators and environmental risks. But humans? We've ended up somewhere in the middle, where reproduction took precedence over longevity, leaving us with bodies that age faster than perhaps they could have if evolution had favored long lives. Despite our evolutionary history, nature does know how to combat aging. Look at the naked mole rat, which can live up to 35 years, far longer than most small mammals, thanks to its unique anti-aging mechanisms. These creatures are nearly immune to cancer, an affliction that takes a heavy toll on most species as they age. Or take the elephant. With 20 copies of the TP53 anti-cancer gene, elephants have an extraordinary ability to ward off age-related diseases. This gene, found in fewer copies in most other mammals, helps to prevent cancer by controlling the growth of damaged cells. In fact, elephants rarely get cancer, despite their large size and long lifespans. Nature, it seems, has already discovered ways to slow aging. It just wasn't selected for in humans. So, what does this mean for us today? The good news is that even though aging may have been an evolutionary afterthought, we now have the tools to challenge it. Science is uncovering ways to slow the aging process through lifestyle changes, advances in medicine, and even gene therapies. Diet plays a critical role. Eating foods rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and nutrients can help reduce inflammation and protect cells from the wear and tear that leads to aging. Regular physical activity can improve circulation, build muscle mass, and strengthen bones, all of which help us stay active and independent as we grow older. Mental health is equally important. Engaging in activities that stimulate the mind, like puzzles, reading, or learning new skills, can help maintain cognitive function. In addition to these lifestyle choices, medical advances are making it possible to extend lifespan and improve the quality of those years. Stem cell research, gene editing, and regenerative medicine are all showing promise in helping us live longer, healthier, and more fulfilling lives. Though we may never be able to stop aging altogether, we can certainly slow it down and mitigate many of the negative effects it brings. The future of aging is brighter than ever. While we may not be able to stop aging completely, we can take charge of how we live as we age. By embracing a healthy lifestyle, staying active, eating well, and staying mentally sharp, we can live longer, happier, and more fulfilling lives. We may never find immortality like Gilgamesh had hoped for, but we can make the most of the time we have. Aging is a part of life, yes, but it doesn't have to be the end of our story. It can be the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with adventure, learning, and joy. So the next time someone tells you that aging is just a part of life, remember, it's not just about how long we live, it's about how we live. Choose to age with vitality, purpose, and strength. After all, the story of your life is still being